Greeting once again, we're back for some more Blood Bowl with high sodium content, so things are going to get salty. Apologies for background noise. The weather has turned hot suddenly. The switch has been flipped the last few days in the UK from grey blare to baking heat, so there's no way I'm keeping the window closed. So I'm afraid you're going to get a panoply of sounds from Bristol's background coming through my window. Anyway, moving on from that, the high sodium content, the Goblins today are up against a rookie Khemri team. To my understanding, my last opponent, the opponent I would have been facing, was just not playing his matches, so was removed, or something happened anyway, or maybe they just dropped out, I don't know. Anyway, rookie team, 4 Team Guardians, 2 Blitz Rars, Skeletons, no, none of those throw Rars. Interesting. Now, I am obviously down a fair bit, or I'm up a bit on the TV still, even -1 on my trolls. And what a match to be minus a troll on when against the bloody Khemri. So he's going to have a fair chunk of TV inducement to spend. At least we still have 3 to bribe. I'm just going to close my door a moment. I'll be right back while my opponent picks his inducements. Okay, so there's the inevitable wizard. Pretty brutal to face as Gobbos. What's he going to do with his remaining 100k? Now, I would say maybe something like a mercenary throw roll, but I don't think it's a good idea. You don't want to be getting those SPPs on a mercenary for the touchdowns. And you don't want to be worrying about, obviously, the Your Hands gets rid of 1 reroll inapplicability for the loner skill, but leaves you wide open for everything else he has to do. This is going to be interesting. Rookie Khemri can be tricky. He's going for an extra reroll, probably a good idea. The wizard is going to be painful. I was sort of hoping he'd pick a star player or something. We'll see how it goes. Now, yeah, so this is a match where the sodium content are down a troll. I have managed to buy in an extra goblin, at least, so there is that numbers wise, but yeah, it's going to be tricky. Only 1 troll against all of those big guys. The chainsaw is going to have to seriously work overtime, I think, or the bomb, or the secret weapons in general are going to have to do a lot to get me going here, because without them just going through that sheer amount of strength 5. I mean, to a certain extent, it's about avoiding them anyway, but having a bribe will help. Certainly. So, obviously, I'm having a bit of a decision to make here, whether to receive or to kick. There's a lot of reasons to kick in general, even with a grinding team, but I think he should be choosing to receive first because I want to receive. So, he should be choosing the opposite. He still hasn't picked anything. What's going on here? Is my connection being funny or his, or is he just gripped by indecision? Who knows? Okay, this has happened to me before when the timer's run out and then we've just sort of hung around for a bit. Makes me wonder if my opponent has disconnected or the like. I'm not sure. Oh, does this referee not have a... I thought they had straps around their necks attached to the whistle, but it's just hanging there all by itself without a strap graphic. I haven't noticed that before. Okay, here we go. Yes, it looks like I am going to be in defence. That is upsetting, but not the end of the world. Now, I might actually as well stick everyone together here, and the reason for that is because if I split them out, he'll just be able to spread the big guys out as well, and rather keep them together for the inevitability of getting bombed and, well, I'd say inevitability. The hope of getting bombed and the like. Set the main squad across the middle like that. Okay. I've got an extra guy on the front line for some reason. Just pull out from an easy fireball target there. Okay, that's going to be the starting lineup here, I think. It's going to be tricky, this. It's going to be really tricky. The sheer overwhelming strength. I mean, they've got AV9, so they're relatively chainsaw proof. And even the stuff that isn't, it's got regen, thick skull. I don't really know how to do this, where the chainsaw should be hitting. Main thing is, both secret weapons are currently protected from initial hits. The bomb could be useful here, you know. It's very hard to intercept anyway, so the AG2 isn't massively relevant, but it does mean if they happen to catch it, it's less likely to come back my way again. At least not accurately. There's a bit of moment of truth, because with the 4+ pickup roll, this could be the time when finally my opponents fail their pickup rolls repeatedly. But I doubt it. I do like the colour scheme, I've got to say, the reds and blues. Okay, no, I don't like the dots. I don't like the sort of the polka dot kind of look. But from up here, this one's what I might checked, and the sort of the reds, blues, and gold colour of the kit kind of goes together nicely. Just a shame about the fact that when you look a little bit closer, they're wearing polka dot shorts. Oh well. Now, one of my hopes here really is just flailing, essentially. My hope is that he just has a few enough skills that it doesn't work out that well for him. Quick snap. And it's in a really, really not fantastic place for me. Although it's also a good location. I mean, obviously you don't want to foul that up. Why is he... Why were they not there already? Odd that... oh, he's going to try and put him in. Right, I see, yeah. Okay, that could easily, sweetly overcome a lot of his problems if the guy just catches the ball straight up. For Khemri, that kind of opportunity is pretty important. Much more than for other teams, especially when he doesn't have a throw roll with sure hands to help pick the ball up. So I'm hoping he drops this, but 50-50 chance. Good, good. Oh, where's it gone? It's gone. Right, okay. That's good. Relatively good outcome for me. It's landed somewhere that's not very convenient. Would have been slightly better if it was on a Tomb Guardian. The reason I say that is that they're very slow and... okay. If you choose both down for your first roll, yeah. So this is what's hoping, is that, you know, we get some pushing out of this mix. You know, I had to put the Goblins on the front line, but, you know. Now, the nice thing, and I'm hoping I'm not about to doom myself. I'll wait until these blocks done before I say it. Guardians, from my point of view, is that they don't start with Mighty Blow, which just, you know, makes this slightly less horrific. They're very good for getting multi-dive blocks, but they're not actually hitting harder than a regular skeleton is. They don't have block like the Blitz Riders. Going for the pickup already, I think that would be a risk if he drops it and it lands, you know, could land around here. There's a perfect bomb location there right now. I mean, right, just there. That would be beautiful. Yeah, okay, he's marking it. He's doing the slightly wiser thing now of prepping and marking it, because this obviously could go wrong otherwise. He's failed it. If he fails this pickup reroll as well, that's going to be useful. How does it go? It's a... No, he's got it. Oh. Okay. Oh, he's not. Oh, my word. He's just... That is now the perfect... Wait. No way. You're not going to throw him back, are you going to... That must be misclicking, yeah. So, there is now the perfect bomb location. I mean, if I had a fireball, this would be glorious, but I don't, sadly. He's the one with the fireball. So we've got some options. Those include running up and chainsawing this Tomb Guardian. but it's a bit risky, especially if the bomb goes off piste, as it were. Can move up and chainsaw a skeleton up here. Relatively confidently. Be pretty hard for him to hit back. Wow, he's made a super cage here, really, hasn't he? This is quite interesting. So, do I open up with the reroll and just try and put the bomb in there? I think I do. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want the reroll for this. Don't want anything to go wrong. And no one else needs to move necessarily right now. Sim. Boom. That's one armor break. Ball carries down. Whoa! Look at that. That is beautiful. Right, and that was just the reason I did that is because I desperately did not want anything to go wrong straight up. We've got a bootable guy on the floor there now. Okay, the thick skull kept him up. Straight into the double skull, but the reroll saves me. Jesus Christ. Where do I want you to go? I think I want you to go here. Because that's now good for the foul from here. Get in there, put the boot in. It's an arm break. It's a stun. I'll take it. Let's go for this ball. He's got it. He's away with the ball. He's loose. Okay, I've got it. Wow, that went fantastically well. He set himself up for a perfect bomb. It worked. Oh, he's going. I've got to clear onto the ball carrier. Okay, for some odd reason I misjudged that. I don't know why I had a bit of a mental gap there. But, you know, we'll take the dodge. Okay, he's very vulnerable to getting chainsawed now, obviously. But this is a risk. That guy's gone in there. Tricky. What can I do to blitz him down? Do I have... Okay, I've got a blocker next to him though, so, you know, not the end of the world. That guy's stuck there, thankfully. We'll be opening up with a chainsaw on him, obviously. Yeah, that's a bit risky. I mean, there's a reasonable argument to have dropped a fireball in there-ish or lightning bolted him. Problem the chainsaw's about to have is that he's going to chainsaw this guy, and if it doesn't work, he's in a lot of trouble. But I think it's worth it overall. Now, I obviously want to rejig my flank up here now, if I can get away with it. So putting this guy down will help a lot if he overplays down this side. He's pulling a guy back though, so he's not completely overcommitting himself, but still got some good locations to chuck bombs in still. That's pretty tasty there. These guys are fast enough in the backdrop, but those two skeletons there will be somewhat out of position if this doesn't work for him. A lot of this is going to come down to this chainsaw in a moment. And he plays a blinder. Okay, the chainsaw's vulnerable. I do need to protect it, but that's pretty good. Now then, all I'm going to do is bring him round here, I think. Okay, put another stun in. Annoyingly meant that guy's not so. Yeah. Okay, can I get you around here? So the question is what I do here. Do I leave the chainsaw open? Do I just pull this guy away? Risk the chainsaw getting blocked down. But again, if my opponent does that, he's doing that rather than something more potentially useful. Could leave the chainsaw wide open there to put the boot in on one of these guys, but no, it's not really worth it. Okay, and let's put the boot in here or there. Only 43%, not really worth it. This just makes it slightly trickier for him to hit him. Oh no, it doesn't. That guy there can do it still. Well, helps gum them up a bit. So let's then stand behind this fellow. Okay. You can get 2 dice, but he's got to commit some people to get the 2 dice. I think. No, he only needs. Yeah, he needs to send him up and leave him there. And that's fine by me. Now, crucially, we've popped one of the Tomb Guard off the pitch, which takes away a portion of his strength. The other guys are either down or stunned, which certainly makes this a lot harder for him. My ideal situation now is to somehow stall the match out till my turn 8 and score on my last turn, thereby only having to take one set of sending off and then receiving the ball next half. See, these guys meant that he's stuck there still, which is nice. Looks like the blitz might come over here though, that's exciting. Yes, that's where it's coming from. It's going for the troll, it's trying to break that open. Gotta be disappointing with that roll, but very risky not to take it. And it will be equally if he follows up. He hasn't followed up, and that's wise. Now, a lot of people, coaches there would have followed up, I think. less experienced coaches would have followed up, and that would have just given me another chance to hit him back. And if there's one thing he's finding right now, it's that he doesn't want to get hit here. He doesn't have the skills to really get this to work out very well for him. Okay. I'm going to have to think carefully about how I'm going to do this. The chainsaw's going to be going in again. So there's that. No, the chainsaw isn't going to be the one who does that, actually, are they? Oh, he just dodged! The lucky beggar! Why? That must have been a misclick, because that could have just been an end to the turn. You know, that was a... I'm assuming that was a misclick. Yeah, that could have just ended his turn right there, which is not... Yeah, he said, so my opponent's saying it was a misclick. Not that, I mean, if he dodged away, he would have been alright. As it is, he's definitely gunned to the chainsaw. So the chainsaw's going to have to keep working. Where's the blitz going to come from? Well, that's where things get a little bit interesting. We've got enough guys to still kind of build a cage, which is important. But the troll is just so unreliable at the moment. Do I just switch back again? I mean, that's a reasonable question. Do I just flick back round once more and realign to this side again? And I might have to do that. I don't really want to risk this too much. But it depends a lot on what the chainsaw does. I mean, if that goes down, it's much safer to move background here. If he's not down, it is much less safe to do so. So, now I goes down. Let's do this. Another KO. Take it. Okay, so that's freed me up a little bit over there. That's going to be quite a biggie there, isn't it? The question is, do I need to move anyone else first? Spit that or the bomb, I don't know which. That I'll take. There we go. We've got a good position for fouling over here now. Okay, I don't know if my opponent's realised he's... Oh no, it's me. I was the person who used the threat. Click the button. I was confusing myself there. Yes, because it was just showing me who could have a chance to intercept first. Another accurate throw. Goes in. Brilliant. Absolutely beautiful. Can leave him there. He's getting sent off. What did he get? He got a double failure. Ooh, that's interesting. Do I let him go? I think I've got to let that guy go. Just for the odds of keeping a secret weapon on longer, and those are needed here. Unfortunately, that means he's going off. That's a shame. Now, that makes things a little bit more interesting. Puts copper sulfate in a bit of danger over there, but on the other hand, he's keeping some of them pinned for now. I'm sort of waiting for the chainsaw to get hit, basically. Shame it came through a double one. I'd be a bit happy if he got sent off while getting an arm. I'd be happy if he got sent off but got an arm break. You know, it'd feel a bit more worthwhile. He's not even standing anyone up over here. That's just risky. That's hugely risky. Especially if it's a blitz roll, so the odds are pretty low, and he's got 3 rerolls, but nonetheless. Yeah, where do I want to go? Let's go this way. Guys. So, copper sulfate being a bit of a ninja over there. And this is one of the reasons I was not happy this guy leveled up. Just having sidestep there. It's just not helpful. He's going to get sent off and takes that TV with him. Honestly, if I get another goblin leveling up and they get dirty player with a double, I'll probably be dumping. I'll probably be giving poor magnesium sulfate the boot and rehiring because it's just so much TV in a team like this. Every 20 TV is half of a goblin, you know. Okay, he's going in. He's going for a rando normal guy. Exciting. He's got block, so that'll work for him. Holds though. Interesting. He's not hitting the chainsaw again, which is exciting. We've got another great setup here for a grenade as well. Although they might finally have gotten fed up with the bombardier and be coming to give him a kick in. If he feeds him in here to the chainsaw, that'd be amazing. I mean, the odds aren't with me for taking him off the field, but it could happen. If it does, it's going to suck a lot for him. Especially because he is running an 11-man roster. Right, okay, that's exciting. Right, I'm going to chainsaw this guy out of the way. Manganese sulfate is going to be getting the sacrificial treatment over here, I'm afraid. Not going to be standing there. That's good. They're both 6s, and they'll both be 6s to throw it wherever they throw it as well, I think. He's failed. Let's have the reroll that. That's a success. Clean hits. Oh, and he's dead. I mean, it might be a reject. We'll see if that works out. He's not. He's dead. He's just dead. That is big. That's a blitz roar down. Straight into the double skulls. Fair. Oh, wow. Okay. Silver Fulminate takes his first kill, I think. Don't think he's killed anyone before. The fact it's a blitz roar is pretty important too. It's one of his 2 eyes with block down. I'm not unhappy with copper sulfate staying there for now. It's not a big concern. Now my big concern is just the bloody wizard. I can set this up to try and get that last turn touchdown, but the wizard could easily put paid to it. I can outrun these guys for a bit. I know Plastic Squad has had 2 double skulls so far this game. Oh, there's the clear power on Copper Sulfate. A bit borrowed time over there, but he's doing his job. He's keeping the Blitzrat in position for now, and I want to go that way. My opponent says his first clean power of the game. Okay, he's still up though. Well, he's still up. He's not out. And again, I'm happy to have him there. If that's his only go block, then everything is just that much riskier against the Goblins. But I'm going to have to move up and reinforce my guy over this side. I can't afford this to kind of get out of hand. Okay, you know he's gonna. I'm gonna have to try and chainsaw the this guy. Okay. I have to be careful. I don't want to end up getting crowd surfed. I could always pull back. I can retreat if necessary, as long as things don't go horribly wrong. My opponent has lost a couple of key guys at the moment. Yeah, he's finally had enough of the Bombardier. That makes sense to me. I'm not surprised. The Bombardier has done a horrific amount of damage so far. But yeah, it's about trying to outpace some of his stuff now, to be honest. Okay, let's do the basics. You're just going to stand up there. Hello. He's up. That's good. So here we go. Odds are not great, but it could work. Come on, let's have it. Yes! Perfect. Okay. So where do I want to go from? How do I want to do this? Do I want to cage up? Do I want to do something to take this, to block this guy down? I don't know. It's an interesting question. Could run through here. I've got just enough guys to form a central cage now. But I've got to do a loose cage. Block you in directly there. His way. That's big. Yeah, he's off. He's over there. Okay. So we're now moving up the pitch. Got a couple of guys tied with Gobbos, both with blocks, so my odds are fairly good. Not by any means assured. Chainsaw's free to chainsaw someone, which is presumably could be rando skeleton over here. Oh, there's another reroll. It's not what he wants. So where's the blitz going to come from? Are they going to blitz the chainsaw? Oh, he's going to one die. No, he's going to bring in, and that might be the blitz then to get this guy repositioned. But he can't go very far. In many ways, it's a bit of a red herring. I'm not hugely concerned about. Ah, no, clever. You stuck him to Mr. Random Skeleton back here. Means that unfortunately the troll's going to have to spend some time punching this guy, which is a bit of a pain. I'm kind of expecting he's going to blitz the chainsaw at this point, unfortunately. I'd rather he didn't, but it was bound to happen at some point. I've got a good bomb drop position here. He didn't blitz the chainsaw. He didn't blitz at all. I suppose he doesn't feel comfortable doing so with the guys he's got to hand here. Where do I want to go with this crazy cage? That's an interesting question. I can go up to here. Okay, how defensive do I want to go here? There puts me fairly strongly. There means there's actually a risk. Because I can get to here. And open a hole basically, which I don't really want to do. But also I don't want to be so trivially fireballed. And we put him there. And that lets me break that bit down. But then that leaves me an interesting question, which is what I do with this fellow. Do I bring the bombardier round and then hit this guy? And that is a question. And I want to drop the bomb there, but you know what? I'm not actually so massively fussed about that. Let's do this. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, things may have just gone slightly sideways for poor Mr. Chainsaw Boy there. Fist of Justice! Wow, what an uppercut. Another one bites the dust. Oh, there's another injury. Is he going to regen? He's not. Okay. Right, so this is really strong, but he's obviously going to be building up for the inevitable fireball or lightning bolt. It's probably just a rookie Khemri team. They have all that strength, but if it doesn't work out, then Chainsaw, I'm afraid, is probably going to be a casualty of war in all this, which is slightly unfortunate, but there you go. Yeah, here we go. 3 dice to the face. Sorry, dude. Curse Splat, you've done a sterling job. Sodium chloride, maker of salt. Oh, there's the injury. It's a badly hurt. Yeah, we ape that. So we can get him on again with the chainsaw. Someone pinging me elsewhere. Right, so he's bringing some guys in, and the big question here is what I can do to make sure I can keep that score going through. I need to score in turn 8, not earlier, which does make this a little bit trickier. Unfortunately, I'm fucking miles away down here. But that's not the end of the world. We might be able to get a go for it going on down there, or I could just run a goblin down and hope the troll doesn't derp too much. The key thing is my opponent is running out to dudes to do stuff with, He is going to go for the mass marking technique, which has its flaws. Yeah, there it goes. 2 resists. Okay, I mean, that's just getting a bit silly now. My opponent's dice are genuinely bloody atrocious. Seriously. I think I just want to sort of do some stuff to stop some of the worst things happening. No one screw this one up for me, please, guys. Okay. Wait, oh, I could have done a quick pass there. That was daft of me. I could have quick passed there instead. No difference, really. That was a lemoning up. Is he going to pick? Is he? It's an accurate bomb. Okay, does a good bit of stuff there. Okay. I've got all these rerolls. Might as well use one. Yeah, and inevitably the go for it is where the rolls fall down. He's through. Mark this guy. I mean, I'm going to get hit, but you know, I'll take it. Okay, so that is the fireball done. Chainsaw is waiting and ready to go with the bribe. A lot of stuff's going to depend on how these KOs go. Happy little phalanx of goblins guarding the ball carrier. I can't try anything. Like, it should really be on someone else than him, but I can't really risk any buggering around with the ball. Even with the reroll, it's not worth it for the inevitable 1 in 9 fail. So we're not going to bugger around with that. We are just going to stick on the. We're just going to stick with the. I mean, you might as well reroll this. This is your only reroll. I'm just going to run it in and. Except I'm not getting a level up from that. Okay. That is pretty much it. Even though you can bring the skeleton down and do a 2 dice block on the troll down here, which you will probably do. Sodium fulminate, sorry, silver fulminate, has claimed his first kill. Wow. And a good one too, a Blitzroar. That's really key. If the other Blitzroar stays KO'd, I will be in a lot of luck. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. I wouldn't personally bother, dude, unless he's worried I'm going to block the guy back, which I'm not going to try. I'm not going to fuck about here. Although those are both guys with blocks, so there's a legitimate reason to bring this guy down and 2 dice him. Okay, that does change things a little bit. Not what he can do about it. Is he going to 1-die me? He is. Into the skull. Worth it. You know, reroll it. Into the clean pal. Okay. I don't know why he didn't just bring that guy down to give him 2 dice in the first place. Okay, let's see if I can get away with greed here. And that's it. I'm not going to follow up on that. There is no way I'm doing anything now other than scoring a touchdown. Boom. Touchdown for lead acetate. So that's quite interesting, reforming the cage in the centre, basically just swinging it around. The dodge is working out for once, so the cage just moved somewhere else. Okay, the only guy who comes back up is one of those guys. So he's down as Blitzer and one of his Temple Guard. Okay, so this is Silver Fulminate. I'm sorry, Silver Fulminate, you're going off. Sorry, man. And Sodium Chloride. He's accepted the bribe. The chainsaw's back on. So we've got the Fanatic and the chainsaw now, with which to make some headway. My opponent is down to 7 people on the pitch, playing 11, a full team for the second half for once. What is this madness? This never happens. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, just not used to having a team in the second half. Just used to having a pitifully diminished number of guys getting slowly scraped off the pitch. I mean, even Potassium Chloride with his repeated double skulls has done okay. Managing to get one of the Skellingtons off the pitch. And getting in the way a lot, quite well. So how do you run a defence with 7 people? Well, 3 of them are strength 5, but the rest are skeletons. I wouldn't put the strength 5 guys on the front, to be honest. You don't want them to get ploughed into. I think you hold them back and you put 3 of the skeletons on the front line. You accept that the other guy's going to sort of be able to outmaneuver you to a certain extent. So we are out the chain. Sorry, not the chainsaw, the fireball, which makes my life a lot easier now. God. Bombs got the ball free, knocked over his team guard, killed somebody. I'm just shocked. Sodium Fulminate, sir. I mean, frankly, just sit there and catch it. Man of the match, sir. Man of the match. Goblin of the match, rather. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have to put some ball carriers somewhere around here. Who needs to level up? Nickel, Chloride and Lead-Acid, actually. Okay. Both you are close to leveling up. I think we're going to go up this side. Certainly. Okay, and then let's put an extra guy back here. Right, let's do this. Now, he doesn't have kick, which makes it a lot easier for me, just in terms of, not having kick means he can't afford to really move it around too much and sort of aim it without risking it just going straight to touchback. Quite a deep kick. It's not the worst thing in the world. My opponent's quite slow. Nickel Chloride. Let's put you on the ball here just to mark it. Now he is potentially quite vulnerable, but on the other hand he's big, strong and can look after himself. So next step, get in there. Do I chainsaw this guy? No, I don't think I do. I think I chainsaw this guy. Crap. And that has not worked out very well for me. Get in there, make this a bit tougher. He is now in a touch of trouble. And now that. Oh god, it's all started to fall apart. Okay, who do I want to hit? I think I want to put this guy out of commission here. Okay. Or do I? Do I actually want to put this guy? I think I kind of have to. Okay, makes it a bit tougher down there. So next step is to go and try and grab the ball. He's got it. Ooh, to what extent do I accept that the poor bloody chainsaw is kind of screwed? Okay, so any way I can meaningfully block him off? And by getting up here. He's through, he's through. Right, okay. Let's see what happens. Bloody troll. I can just move all these guys in and 2 dice in, but then it's happening that way rather than just ploughing in for a 3 dice. I have to do a lot of contact here, which I'm not keen on, but you know, hopefully the ball and chain can get loose and do some damage. And inevitably, some dodge rolls are not going to happen, you know. So that's going to fall apart at some point. Oh, he's doing that. That's interesting. Oh, really? Oh, maybe because he figures he can get what he needs over there. Good, good. That gives me a nice target. If he pushed... Oh, damn it. I was hoping he'd push him that way and I could just wrecking ball my way in there, you know. Which technically I can still. Oh, he's not doing what I thought he would. He's really not, is he? I thought he'd just move here. 2 dice to the chainsaw. But it looks like he's planning some kind of deep defence. He's leaving that guy to his own. He's leaving that guy to his fate, basically. Since, who is obviously going to get chainsawed, you know. No 2 ways about it. That's where that chainsaw's going. So let's try and get this sorted. Another! Oh! All of a sudden it's not bloody working, is it? This guy is just not having a good half suddenly. I'm not quite sure why. Come on! Hit somebody. Okay. I need an extra bit of support in there. I haven't used my blitz yet. I don't think I'm actually going to use my blitz right now. It's not looking like it's going to be necessary. Okay, maybe it is. Just peel him off. There we go. Actually, yeah, you stay there. Fist of Justice. Look at that uppercut. Look at him go. Just a stun, but it's worth it. And then we move up. Sort of here, I guess. You can then... yeah. Off we go. Okay. Stuns are good. Oh, he's going to go straight in, and that guy being derpy is not helping, is it? There's a clean pow. That could work out well from... Ironically, if he doesn't... No, you can get in there. Oh, he's got an injury too. Chrome sulfate. Missed next game. Oh well. Shit happens, man. Sorry. A lot of choices about what to do next here. He's going to run these guys in here. So, I mean, that's fine. This guy's going to peg it the fuck away. And that really is what he has to do. But things could go sideways still. My opponent doesn't have an awful lot of skeletons even up to carry the ball, let alone anything else. So let's try and chop our way through some of this. Ball and chain is now not in a great position. Very vulnerable now, multiple hits incoming. If I can just get through here, that would help. Okay. Finally, got a good, solid, a palpable hit. Okay, so. He's loose, he's loose. Good. Okay. Okay. God, that guy's armor will not break. Little sod. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now this is an interesting question here. That this could potentially kind of go a bit sideways, but I think we win our guy. Oh, down someone goes. It was inevitable. It was gonna happen eventually. The difficulty here is actually you can get some two dicings and stuff going there. Might see the demise of calcium chloride here if he gets it set up right. No, his guy's in the wrong place. But it's it'll be interesting. Difficult bit was what happens after I score, because I have to score. Okay, I'm getting very lucky on these blocks here. He's finally gone. Oh, he's gone for the reroll, and it's actually he's done to him what my trolls usually do to me. There it is. Oh no, I feel so much sympathy for this guy right now, having become so familiar with that exact thing happening to me. Now the ball and chain is unfortunately beginning to end in slightly the wrong position. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. I think we'll stand him up for now. I'm not going to use the blitz there. Right, now let's leg it up the goddamn pitch. And see what we can do from here. Oof, that thick skull now, that's really doing the job. Even with Mighty Blow, he's not really having a lot of luck just, you know, hitting the little sods. Okay. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Opponent's down to 6 players. Admittedly, half of my team are in completely the wrong part of the bloody field. But, you know, it is what it is. Well, he's going to go and he's going to threaten. Which is quite legit. And, you know, there's a certain inevitability of my guys then not doing what they're supposed to do. Or failing those dodges at the worst possible moments. Although the armour is holding for now. Ball and Chain's not going to be doing a lot from down there, I'm afraid. There is a very strong argument now to just, you know, go on and take the touchdown. Yes, I've myself 4 turns being battered, but on the other hand, if he doesn't move someone around, I can just leg it off up here. So there is that. Okay. There's no one up here to chainsaw, which is interesting. Right, let's have a look. You're just going to get up and be a bit of a sacrifice, I'm afraid. Go with that. So I want to put you over here. Get over here. Another one bites dust. Okay, and here's really the big kind of moment, and I guess he's free, he's loose. Oof, okay. On break. Okay. Yeah, as my opponent says, it's going to be a fast game at least. I feel a bit bad. It's another of those games where goblins just work. If I can just stall for long enough to keep things relatively safe, I don't need to worry about actually getting pulverised in the meantime. I mean, I'm just running out of things to hit that aren't, you know, oh hello. Has he got sidestep? He does. He does have sidestep. So he's taken the reroll, and that's not a bad choice, but I think we're just going to go that way, thanks. It's getting riskier. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here. I'm not going to get to stall till turn 16, I don't think. But one more turn and then a touchdown will do it. And he's already greed re-rolled on the punt on the block, so which again is not unreasonable, but I wouldn't have done it to that particular guy who has block and dodge, because then the only thing you've got there is clear power against a normal goblin. But he doesn't have block either. I suppose it's his only thing anyway. So that is the right one to punch, because that's the, you know, you need the clear powers against anybody. Yeah, it's tough actually. It's tough. think we don't go any more than this. I can't afford to piss about anymore beyond that point. Got him. Just keeps on happening. Ah, that's useful. Okay. Just make sure no one goes running off anywhere there. Or do I just keep... Do I just stall till turn 16 at this point? I mean, I'm no longer under any meaningful threat. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing, but on the other hand, if I'd fed a goblin to me, we would have just punched him. Pardon me, punched him with a much better chance of knocking him down. Okay, I'm going to chainsaw the guy. And what's going to happen is... Oh, is he's just going to go and mark him? Oh, and down he goes. It's just nothing is working for this guy. Literally nothing. Okay, he's made it in. Is he going to blitz him? Is he going to blitz him for 2 dice against? He might be just about to do just that. Which is not a terrible plan. Okay, I'll take that. Exciting. So look at that. I'm 5. This is goblins. I'm 5 rerolls. Look, what? Oh, come on, dude. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to take that risk. Let's get in and chainsaw him. There's the first, and that's a failure. You know what? And at this point, we walk the sodding thing in. Oh dear, sorry, coughing a bit here. It's coming off the back of a bit of a cold. Wouldn't know it from the weather here. It's just turned brutally hot for, by British standards, brutally hot. You know, over literally one day to the next. Everyone has just come back from being KO'd. So, So, that's a bit more interesting. So, we're going to have to put you on the front line, I'm afraid, dude. Still, not you, though. You are now... You are blooded, sir. You have got some XPs there. So, it's going to have to be Mr. 3 SPVs going there. Okay, so my opponent's fully set full KOs has just come back. Yeah, so let's sort of see what happens here, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm going to get punched. I'd rather now, with both those secret weapons intact for the next match, I'd rather let the regular goblins get hit, or, you know, something like that. Yeah, 2-turning with Khemri, not very likely. But it's better than leaving these guys up just to get punched with no chance of counter-punching. So he's at 9. I'm also at 9 now. That's interesting. I thought I still had a dude. Oh no, but someone did get injured, didn't they? Yeah, that would explain it. Pop. Both teams lose a turn. Okay, well that's it. This is the last turn. In fact, then I should have. Yeah, so this is now turn 16. There's no one turning happening. He wasn't too bad. I mean, he had an injured guy there. He's had one killed Blitzer, which is important for a team like that. But you know, is not unrecoverable from. The bigger problem is he doesn't have the throw rolls. I personally think does make an issue. But the bombs, as it was, he had the ball. He got the ball. The bombs were what just absolutely shafted him. Brutally screwed him over. The relentless bombing. Wow, that bomber. Yeah, so he's going to throw a punch in and fantasy pass, I guess. He's bringing this guy instead of punching with him. I'd punch with him and then bring that guy into. I wouldn't have done it like that. I'd have hit him with that guy and then blitz a random gobbo with this guy. Higher chance of doing something for SPPs. Well, it's vanity pass time. See if we can get some SPPs on that guy. I don't even know who got the SPPs. This guy got the SPPs for the injury. And that's a fumble because it all went horribly off. Wow, what an end to the match. I mean, that was just silly. I was a bit concerned by all the strength 5, but also confident about the lack of skills. I thought that would come back to bite him, and it didn't even need to come back and bite him. It did, but it wasn't needed. He just got brutalised. The Fnatic got the MVP, which is nice. Him slowly getting close to levelling up. Happy with that. Yeah, SPPs were reasonably good on my team for Goblins. The chainsaw was mostly pretty legendary, and he didn't hit back at the chainsaw, which surprised me a lot. I was kind of expecting the chainsaw to get pretty badly pulped. That obviously didn't happen. He came through it relatively intact. Now my TV has just exploded again because the troll's back. A 9, that's a standard one. I mean, that's not so great. That's. I'll have to look at who I'm facing next if that's fire and higher job or not. I mean, it's certainly sidestep or diving tackle. I would like to buy a new guy and bring myself to 16-man roster for the first time ever, even though if one guy is missing a match. What is the schedule looking like for that team then? Next up, I see content, the Badland Bullies. Have they been playing? Let's just check. Sometimes they haven't played yet. They won. Okay, looks like they played their first 2 matches though. So because there have been some teams that have been dropping out. Badland Bullies 1090. It's going to be a more concerning team. They're still going to be getting a crap load of TV, but they have okay, no, not too scary. 11-man lineup. Agility 4 blitzers, good, but nothing otherwise that scary. They do have a match yet to go. I think today, or not today, this team against the Nordic Narcos, who are a scary Norse team who must have been left over from the previous division. When I face these guys, oh dear. When I eventually face this team, I expect I'm going to get kind of jibbed. When am I facing that team? Nope. 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 They're my last match against Chorfmageddon. So Chorf's first, and then Norse, the last 2 matches. Chorf's nightmarish. Christ. Well, that was a surprising match and a surprisingly quick match. Put a bit of a dent in the poor Tuma's smank. And on to the next match, which will be equally interesting. Again, giving away lots of TV. Again, not happy about it, but what can you do? Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next time with the Factors Manifesto when we see who they're going up against next, the Lizardmen of Hajuk, and that will hopefully also go equally well in my favour. It's nice the Goblins are giving me victories these days. Let's see if we can continue with this winning spree, shall we? Bye-bye.